Well, for years we've heard of different triangles where planes and people have disappeared under mysterious circumstances. The Bermuda Triangle is in the Atlantic Ocean. The Alaska Triangle includes remote areas of wilderness, tundra, and icy peaks. Then there's the Nevada Triangle that connects Las Vegas, Reno, and Fresno. Fox 26 reporter Rich Rodriguez was surprised to learn that locally few people know about the urban legend.
The Nevada Triangle has been generating headlines for years. It's been reported by TV news stations, magazines, podcasts, and even the BBC. The most glaring part of the story is the number of planes missing in this 25,000 square mile area that connects Fresno, Reno, and Las Vegas. Those stories lead us to believe that 2,000 planes have vanished in this triangle over the past 50 years.
No, we're close to 2,000. That's why I challenged that number of 2,000.
Marty Bevel is president and owner of Fresno Flight Training in Madera. He admits the triangle covers the High Sierra, which presents a challenge for all pilots.
When you take airplanes in higher elevation airports, you lose horsepower in the thinner air. You lose wing lift because of the thinner air. You lose acceleration capabilities. You lose a lot of things in the higher elevations.
Bevel has been flying for 40 years, but has never heard of the Nevada Triangle.
Nevada Triangle, it's a myth. It's bad weather, poor navigation, young pilots, and flying in conditions that they were not really adequately prepared for at the time.
Peter Steckel is an author and aviation enthusiast. His book, Final Flight, spotlights a World War II plane and the crew of 4 that crashed in the High Sierra on November 18, 1942. More than 60 years later, 2 of the 4 bodies were uncovered in the Sierra. Steckel located the second body in a glacier.
They flew up and down the Sierra Nevada through the Owens Valley and through the Central Valley, and occasionally they got lost. Occasionally they tried to cross the mountains, and they encountered hard rock and crashed and burned.
Steckel isn't convinced that 2,000 planes are missing in the Nevada Triangle.
I think it does a great disservice to our servicemen and servicewomen who were flying these airplanes, who were crashing and being killed from known causes, to create this whole mystery and mystique around it. I think that does a great disservice.
Jim Shamp is a retired FAA senior safety officer. He too takes issue with 2,000 planes just disappearing.
I could see where that many airplanes have possibly gone down in 50 years throughout the Sierras, and we're talking all of the Sierras. But to just vanish, no.
Back in the early 70s, when Shamp was 24, he helped search for a missing plane lost in the Sierra. He questioned the Civil Air Patrol, allowing all planes to join in that weren't made to fly in the mountains.
As a result, 2 airplanes crashed, 3 more people were killed, and one of them was an aircraft that shouldn't have been up in the Sierras. They got up into a canyon and crashed.
The original missing plane was located. There were no survivors. In September 2007, entrepreneur Steve Fawcett took his single-engine 2-seater plane for a spin in Nevada and never returned. An extensive search failed to turn up any clues. Was he another victim of the Nevada Triangle? 13 months later, searchers found him at 10,000 feet near Mammoth Lakes. Investigators say pilot error led to the crash.
When this air mass is forced over this mountain, over here, you get this very turbulent downdrafts, and that's what killed Steve Fawcett.
Steve Fawcett, missing for more than a year, but finally found. 25,000 square miles is a huge area for planes to vanish, especially when it includes Area 51. That's the highly classified federal government area that develops and tests weapons. What does retired FAA senior safety officer Jim Shamp think about the Nevada Triangle?
I've heard people talk about it, but again, I just, there is no such thing, in my opinion.
It's a topic that has generated headlines and stories, but no evidence of search parties in the snow-capped mountains looking for hundreds and hundreds of supposedly lost planes. Rich Rodriguez, Fox 26 News.
And if you do the math, 40 planes would have had to disappear each year for the past 50 years to reach 2,000.